Okay, so premium liability muna tayo, class. Premium liability is one of the part of the estimated liability. So madaming topics kasi ang involved dito sa estimated liability. Una, yung premium liability, warranty liability, and madami pang mga accrued liabilities and the deferred revenues. Like yung mga gift certificate, yung mga bonuses, yung mga other provisions. So in that case, next meeting na lang yung ating kung may time pa next meeting, siguro i-discuss ko yung mga bonus and other accrued liability. But if wala ng time, next week na lang siguro. Actually, next week na lang yung warranty liability. Kasi madami talaga yung warranty liability and medyo complicated siya. Okay, medyo complicated siya i-discuss. Kaya kailangan natin ng paglaanan ng oras yung ating warranty liability. Okay, so first is premium liability tayo. So premiums, ano nga ba ang premium? So first premium is, ito yung mga items. So mostly items siya ng mga products, mga goods na mga goods ng ating entity. So these are the items na binibigay sa mga customers. So arising from yung mga dating mga sales or yung mga pag-promote nila ng mga sales activities. So the best example is yung mga pag-promote nila ng mga toys, pag-promote nila ng mga dishes, yung mga silverware, other items, mga soda. So kung mapapansin nyo yung mga ibang soda, di ba yung katulad sa Pepsi, meron silang, alam nyo yung Tansa, yung bat, uh, bottle cup, yun. Meron silang mga promo. So may mga sales promotion doon sa Pepsi. So yung mga bottle cup sa Pepsi, merong mga nakalagay doon sa pinaka-loob ata nung bottle cup. So yung loob ng Tansa, kapag makikita nyo, merong mga reward. So kapag makita kayong, kapag may makolek kayong mga Tansa, binibigay nyo yun pwedeng ibigay yun sa entity. So sa entity, pwede niyang ibigay yung premium. So yung premium is consist of other items like meron kang free toys in exchange doon sa number of bottle caps na ibibigay mo. So yung premium is cost incurred by the entity. So inventory ni entity 'yon na ibibigay niya sa mga customer in relation doon sa mga exchange part of the product that are being sold. So again, premiums ito yung mga items na binibigay sa mga customer in relation doon sa mga previous sale or yung mga pang-promote nila ng mga services like mga toys, dishes, silverware, and other product items. So that is your premium. So yung mga customer, nag-offer sila ng mga premium in exchange ng mga product label or yung pwede ring mga box tops or pwede ring wrappers, coupons, para makapag-encourage sila ng mga sale sa item nila. So ang purpose talaga ng entity is bakit merong premium liability is to encourage a abrupt sale para makapag-increase sila ng sale ng product nila. Okay, so that is their one way of increasing their sales, to encourage the customers to offer premiums in exchange doon sa mga ibang mga product labels. Okay, mga product labels na nabenta na nila dati. So product labels, backstops, mga wrapper ng mga goods. For example, yung mga pancit canton. So may yung pancit canton, 'di ba may mga package kasi 'yan yung mga pancit canton. So and other yung mga noodles, yung mga wrappers ng noodles kapag may mga may mga may mga wrappers ng noodles doon na naka-label na if babalik nyo yung wrappers ng noodles doon sa distributor. So merong premium na meron silang i-offer na premium. For example, free dish, free silverware, free gifts, free gift certificate or yung mga free cash, mga ganong scenario. So that is the premium na in-offer nila sa customers in exchange doon sa wrapper ng pancit canton na ibibigay mo sa distributor. Okay, so nakukuha yung premium. So these are the premiums are offered premiums. So, ino-offer sa customer in exchange of product labels, backstops, wrappers, coupons, para makapag-encourage ng sale sa ibang product items. Okay, so as a result, kapag nabenta na natin yung produkto, so merong recognition of accounting liability for future premium distribution cost. Okay, so yung accounting liability is meron tayong i-record na premium liability. So the premium liability is uh, initially recognized once the product are sold and once the premium are distributed. So ayan, so the following are accounting procedures for acquiring premiums and recognizing the premium liability. So itong first journal entry class that is the entry to record kapag the premiums are purchased. So when the entity purchase premiums, so magde-debit tayo ng premiums, inventory, or credit to cash. So pwedeng premiums or pwede rin premium inventory. Pareho lang sila. Okay, so debit to premium inventory, credit to cash, amounting to the cost of the premium that are purchased by the entity. Okay, so after they purchase, so they are readily available to be promoted, to be offered to the customers. So once the premiums are given to the customers, consider na siya as expense. Ito na yung second performa journal entry. So debit premium expense, credit to cash. Okay, debit premium expense, credit to cash. So itong premium expense class is outright expense siya under profit or loss to income statement. So debit premium expense, credit to cash. When these are the journal entry to record the premiums that are given to the customers. Okay, so once the premium are purchased by the entity and once the premium are given to the customers, so chine-check yan at the end of the year kung meron pang outstanding pa ng premium inventory. Okay, so if the premium are still outstanding at the end of the year, so kapag hindi pa na bayaran, okay, if hindi pa nabayaran yung ating premium, so debit to, ang magiging journal entry natin is debit to premium expense and credit to estimated premiums liability. Estimated premium liability. Okay, so itong estimated premium liability is considered siya as current liability. Okay, considered siya as current liability. And also the premium inventory is considered siya as current asset. Okay, considered siya as current asset. So dito naman sa premium expense, considered siya as operating expense under the selling expense. Okay, operating expense under selling expense. So ayan, so ulitin ko, first entry, debit to premium, credit to cash, that is the entry to record when the entity purchase premium. So debit premium inventory, credit to cash, and yung second entry would be that is the entry to record the premiums that are given to the customers. Debit premium expense, credit to cash. Once at the end of the reporting period, once there are premiums that are still outstanding, so magde-debit tayo ng premium expense and credit to estimated premiums liability. Okay, so yung estimated premiums liability is considered as current liability and the premium inventory is considered as current asset. And the premium expense, again, operating expense siya under selling expense. Kasi, kaya selling expense dahil nag-promote ka nag-offer ka ng premium sa customer in relation doon to encourage the sale of your product items. Okay, so nakukuha yung premium. So, yung nature, binibigay natin yung premium sa customer para mabalik sa atin yung ibang mga items that are attached to the product that are being previously sold. So yung best example natin kanina is yung tansa sa Pepsi and yung wrappers doon sa noodles or pancit canton. Okay, so that is the summary for the premium entry. So para mas ma-appreciate yung class, let's 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 apply the concept doon dito sa illustration. So illustration about premium liabilities. So first, basahin ko muna. So a company produces a product and sells it for 400 peso per unit. Customers are given a bought cup in exchange of 10 wrappers and 20 peso remittance. The bought cup costs 40 pesos and 70% of the wrappers are expected to be redeemed. The following are the summary for uh, plan data during the first year. So yung sales daw nila is 5,000 units yung nabenta nila at 400 pesos each. So amounting to total sales of 2 million. So yung soup bowls na pinurchase, itong soup bowl, yan yung premium inventory. Okay, so that is premium inventory to be given to the customers in the future. So soup bowls purchase 700 pesos units at 40 pesos each, 28,000. So 40 pesos yung total cost yung nabili nila from the supplier at 700 units. So 28,000 yung ating premium inventory. Okay, so yung wrappers redeem, so sabi dito, ito yung estimated na may redeem nila na wrapper. So yung wrapper is kailangan ibalik ng customer yung wrapper. So kapag may isang customer ang nakabalik ng 10 wrapper and also may binigay siyang 20 peso na remittance, 20 peso na payment plus the 10 wrappers, may ibibigay si company na premium. So the premium are etong bought cup na tinatawag. Bought cup. Okay, bought cup. So yung bought cup is parang siyang bowl talaga. Bowl na parang ginagamit for the soup. Okay? Bought cup ang tawag doon. Okay, so the wrappers redeem is amounting to 3,000. Amounting to 3,000. So, para mas maintindihan nyo class, kailangan nating i-entries yung to record the sales, premium purchase, and yung redemption ng ating premium. And also the year-end adjustment. Okay, so first, kailangan muna natin i-record itong sale na 2 million. So, bali, ang magiging entry natin dito is debit to cash, credit to sale, amounting to 2 million. Okay, amounting to 2 million. Okay, so that is the entry to record the sale transaction. Next, what is the entry to record? To record the purchase of premium. So sinabi ko kanina, mayroong pinurchase si entity na soup bowl. Etong nasa second na table. Soup bowl purchase. So 700 times 40, kung i-calculate nyo yan, 28,000. So magiging entry natin would be debit to premium inventory, 28,000. Credit to cash, okay, 28,000. To specify, pwedeng debit to premium inventory dash bought cup and credit to cash, 28,000. Okay, so ayan yung entry natin class. Debit to cash, credit to sale, 2 million, and to record the purchase of the premium by the entity, by the company, debit to premiums dash bought cup, credit to cash, 28,000. So in this case, ang crucial dito class is to record, how to journal entry the redemption of the 3,000 wrappers. Okay, 3,000 wrappers. So 3,000 wrappers ang na-redeem in total. Yan yung nabigay ng company, yung na-receive ng company in total na wrapper. So 3,000 wrappers divided by 10 wrappers. So 3,000 wrappers divided by 10 wrappers is equal to 300 customer. So 300 customer yung nagbalik. Okay, so ang scenario dito class is 300 customer yung nagbigay ng tig sa 10 nilang wrapper plus the 20 peso payment. Okay, so kailangan talagang hindi siya exclusive. So dapat in addition sa 10 wrappers, may kailangan kang ibigay na 20 peso para additional payment lang doon siguro sa premium. Okay, based sa policy ng entity. So, to record, debit to cash. Okay? So, itong cash class is, yan yung na-record mo as a remittance from the customer. So, debit to cash, ilan yung customer natin kanina? 300, di ba? 300 customers ang nagbalik sa'yo. So, 300 customers times 20 peso na remittance na natanggap mo as an entity. So, 6,000 in total. So, debit to cash, 6,000. And magde-debit pa tayo in additional premium expense. So, 300 customer times 20 peso. But in this case, class, this is the difference between the cost of the premium inventory minus the remittance. So parang ang concept dito, class, is net cost of the inventory. Okay, kasi kung may remittance kang natanggap, kailangan mo siyang ibawas doon sa net cost mo na binili mo na in premium inventory from the supplier. So the total cost from the premium inventory na pinurchase mo from the supplier minus the remittance that are given by the customer for you, yan yung tinatawag na net cost. Okay, net cost of the premium inventory. So net cost is 20 peso. So 40 pesos yung premium inventory na bought cap minus the 20 peso remittance. So the difference net cost is 20 peso. So 20 pesos times 300 na customer, yan yung ating premium expense. Okay, premium expense. So debit premium expense, 6,000, and credit to premiums inventory na bought caps amounting to 12,000. Okay, amounting to 12,000. So yung 12,000, na compute mo siya, total ng cash and premium expense. But yung alternative na computation would be 300 customers times 40 pesos. Okay, ganun lang kasimple. 40 pesos na cost ng premium inventory. Okay? So, yung 300 customers dito is equivalent to 1 bought cup. So, ibig sabihin, yung 300 customers is equal to 300 bought cups na na-distribute sa customer. Okay, so the entry to record the redemption of 300 wrappers is debit to cash 6,000, debit to premium expense 6,000, credit to premiums inventory bought cups amounting to 12,000. Okay, so next is to record the liability for the premiums at the end of the year. So the question is, alam na natin kung paano i-record, di ba, yung outstanding liability. So debit premium expense, credit to estimated premium liability. Okay, amounting to 1,000. So ang question dito is, paano nakuha yung 1,000? So ganito siya, class. Yung wrappers to be redeemed is 70%. Tama? 70% times times the 5,000. 5,000 yung units na nabenta. So, ibig sabihin, 5,000 yung wrappers. So, 5,000 wrappers sold times 70%. So, yung estimated daw nila na wrappers to be redeemed based sa entities policy is 3,500 yung estimated. And then, saka mo i-less yung actual. Okay, yung actual na na-redeem. So, yung 3,000 wrappers, yan yung actual na na-redeem. So, merong balance na, difference noted, 500,000 na outstanding pa. Outstanding wrappers, 500 wrappers outstanding. So, 500 wrappers divided by 10 wrappers. So, 500 wrappers divided by the 10 wrappers is equal to 50 bought cups, 50 na premium inventory. Okay, so nakukuha. So, bawat inventory is katumbas ng 10 wrapper. So, kaya dinivide siya ng 10 wrappers. So, 500 wrappers divided by 10 wrappers is equal to 50 na premium inventory outstanding. So, nakuha na natin yung units na outstanding for the premium inventory. So, kailangan na natin i-multiply by the cost. So, yung net cost niya would be ₱20. Okay, ₱20 yung net cost. So 50,000 50 units times ₱20 is equal to 1,000. So yung 1,000 dito is the estimated premium liability. So debit premium expense, credit to estimated premium liability. So considered siya as adjusting entry kasi at the end of reporting period, dine-determine mo pa kung ano pa yung estimated na outstanding for the premium inventory. Okay? To record the adjusting entry for estimated premium liability and premium expense. Okay? So 1,000 yung ating estimated liability. Okay? 1,000 yung ating estimated liability. So yung presentation sa financial statement class is yung current asset natin. Okay, yung current asset natin is how much is, kapag ang tinatanong, how much is the premium inventory to be reported in the statement of financial position under current asset. So, eto class, mag-base tayo sa journal entry. So, debit premium, may debit dito na 28,000, i-minus mo dito yung ating 12,000 na premium na kinedit upon redemption of 3,000 wrappers. So 28,000 minus 12,000, ang amount to be reported sa premiums inventory under SFP, current asset, is amounting to 16,000. Okay, 16,000. The difference between 28,000 and 12,000. So yan yung amount reporting sa current asset. So additional question is how much is the estimated premium liability to be considered or presented in the financial statement under current liability. So isa lang yung sagot dito class. So itong pinaka-last entry, 1,000 yung ating amount to be reported as current liability sa SFP. Okay, so and yung lastly, kapag ang tinatanong is how much is the premium expense to be reported as selling expense under OPEX. So, kapag gano'n yung sagot class, i-add nyo lang dito yung premium expense. So, first, yung redemption ng 3,000 wrappers amounting to 6,000 premium expense and the adjusting entry at the end of reporting period na 1,000 premium expense. So 6,000 plus 1,000, ang amount to be reported sa premium expense sa income statement is 7,000 in total. Okay, so kapag tinatanong how much is this premium expense, ang sagot is 7,000. Okay, under operating expense sa selling expense. So nakukuha. So ang final answer is yung current asset, premium inventory 16,000, estimated premium liability 1,000, and estimate premium expense amounting to 7,000. Okay, amounting to 7,000. Okay, so ganito yung entry for the accounting for the premium liability, premium expense, and premium inventory. Okay. So sa una medyo nakakalito siya, pero kapag once you solve multiple problems sa practical accounting ni Valix and other resources na meron kayo, so mas maintindihan nyo ito on doon sa mas maintindihan nyo to, itong premium liability na topic. Okay? So ganun lang, yun lang class. So yun lang yung illustration natin for this meeting. Ito lang yung discussion natin na premium liability. So itong this slide na to is i-send ko naman later on sa after this meeting natin. So ayan, so next meeting class is first quiz, second quiz nyo about the bonds payable and compound financial instrument. So paki-review na mabuti yung bonds payable, yung effective amortization table, and yung bonds payable, yung pag-exercise ng share warrants outstanding and exercise of the conversion privilege outstanding, and also the retirement and the kung paano yung recording ng cancellation and the and yung mga na-expire na share warrants outstanding. Okay, so ayun class. So sige, thank you for listening to my discussion. So next meeting, kita-kits tayo on site. Okay, so good luck sa quiz niyo class, good luck sa quiz niyo for the next meeting sa Friday. So thank you again sa mga nag-present kanina sa mga assigned sa problems. Thank you class and have a nice Tuesday. Okay? Goodbye, goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Sir,